So, when I lift weights, I like to have a little protein shake. Maybe a banana. Something for energy, because you're going to pound weights. When I do cardio, I like to go in raw. Meaning, I don't put any food in my body, because I don't want to spend hours on a treadmill or hours running. And I actually don't run because it's bad for your knees, and as you get older, that goofy shit is going to catch up to you. So when I say zero, I mean I drink some water. And the reason for that is really a simple way of attacking fat. This is about attacking fat. It's like attacking the Death Star. You got to throw everything at it. So fat is underneath these things. First you have sugar, then you have carbs, then you have the fat. So let's say you eat some Oreos, some potato chips, and a steak, right? Well, you're going to, as you do cardio, in order to get to that fat, your body first has to burn off the sugar. And then after it burns off that sugar, you get to the carbs. Then finally, when you get through the carbs, you start getting to fat. And then after that, you'll burn off proteins in your body. You don't want to do that. So if I don't have any sugar in my body and I don't have any carbs in my body, every step I take when I wake up, I am burning fat. So does that make sense? I don't have to spend hours doing cardio because I'm already attacking that fat. And then it's going to be up to you how much you want to push it. And that's just my cardio to weightlifting rule. It might not work for you. You might get lightheaded and feel like shit. I'm not a fucking doctor. I just know what works for me and the things I have read, things I have learned. It's the easiest way to attack fat. And I want to burn this fat off fast. I have Joe Lanta coming up, and I'm supposed to dress up as freaking Bazooka. And I don't want to be a chubby Bazooka. And listen, you could be fit fat and you can carry weight well. This is no knock to anybody. If you're comfortable being fat, if you're comfortable being overweight, hey, that's fucking awesome. You know how many offensive linemen in the NFL or sumo wrestlers that will fucking whip anyone's ass and can actually run? So I'm not saying you can't be in shape and be chubby, in shape and be fat. But see, I'm a smaller guy. I'm almost 5'10", I think. With a good pair of boots on. I don't carry weight well. I look like and I don't like being skinny fat. So before I even get into weights, the first thing I'm going to do is burn off this dad bod and let me quit yammering. Let's take a little ride. So, I used to live kind of in the hood, city of Newburgh, and I will show you that in a future video with a bike ride. I love the city of Newburgh because it's very unique. Each street has something different to offer that's batshit crazy. I live in a town now, and this is kind of anywhere America road. But eventually we'll get into a nice little part of town where there's stores and statues and shit to look at. And not as boring. So let me pedal my ass there. And I'll see you in about 2 minutes. I'm already out of breasts. I'm out of breasts. Sweating my tits off, I guess. Here's a hill, baby. This is the fun part. It's where you could be a kid. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. The thing about biking is, fuck. When you hit an age, shit's gonna start to hurt. Your lower back, your knees. You can't play basketball, softball. Shit, I used to like to get into bar fights. Can't do that shit anymore. But biking is something we do as a kid that makes you feel free and young, that you could still do as an adult. You know what I mean? Like right now, riding this bike as an adult, I feel just like I did when I was 12. Whereas basketball, your fucking knees are gonna hurt. You're gonna wanna call out of work the next day. You can't jump as high. You're not as quick as that fucking 18-year-old that's raining threes on your ass. Biking though, it's you and the bike. Doesn't kill your body. And highly recommend. You're gonna want to spend at least $300. I got a giant, perfectly adequate bike that's not too cheap. And I will be back when we hit town because I don't want to get hit by a car. Here we are coming into town. It's a very quiet USA town. This fucking place could be anywhere. It could be in Indiana. It could be in upstate New York. It could be in Fargo, North Dakota. That's a place, right? It's charming. I don't really go to bars anymore, and I don't like overpriced restaurants. But, you know, if I was single and you gotta impress someone, or you want to get lucky with the wife, maybe take her out, but you can never get a fucking babysitter, so that never happens. I'm gonna have to wait until my daughter's old enough to go out and drinking with us or something. My daughter's a C blocker. This town has something called Montgomery Day, which kind of rips. It's in September. Everybody's drinking in the street and partying. I don't drink like I used to. I know on streams I drink, but that's just to loosen up. Crack one or two just to get the blood pumping, get goofy, and that's about all I need these days. Hey, there he is. There's a little tough little turn right here. I don't want to get whacked by a car on my first bike live stream, baby. I got a hill coming up. Reckless. There's the old sign for Newburgh, 12 miles there, Middletown that way. I'm not gonna fucking cycle to Newburgh today, but I will in about 2 weeks when I have the leg strength. Right now, man, I'm fucked up. If I had to box someone, let's say I had to box someone my weight, I'm probably lasting a minute into the first round, and then he's gonna drop me, and that's not cool. You know what I mean? Little town. Not that I'm gonna get in a boxing match anytime soon. Just my dummy way of telling you how out of shape I am. And I got a hill coming up. I ain't gonna be able to pedal uphill with one hand. Be back in a sec. Shit, so serotonin and dopamine, it's chemicals that release into your brain. It kind of gets you happy. I think when you take ecstasy, it opens up those pathways instantly. That dopamine rush is when you open a new toy, when you right before you bust a nut. I know busting a nut feels wonderful even when you jerk off. The reason why it feels better during sex is you're exercising, but almost exercising, jerking off at the same time. So you're getting that runner's high. The runner's high comes from adrenaline. It comes from exhausting yourself. When you get tired from exercise, you release serotonin, hits the dopamine rush. That's why sex feels better than jerking off. It's not necessarily the vagina. It's the serotonin dopamine rush from the exercise. Make sense? That's why it's called runner's high. So that I feel like shit. I feel good. It's been too long. This Superman head I am going to paint and give it away. It's a 3D print. Thank you for joining me. This is just a small taste of what's going to come. I'm going to try and mix it up. I'm going to try to make it fun. You know, I'm not going to be preachy. I'm not going to sit here on the bike for a half hour. Just small little conversations. If you're asking, right now I'm going to go inside and tear up some eggs. Fuck up some eggs. Maybe some turkey sausage. Protein is your friend. I'm going to lay off the carbs today. Carb-free Saturday. So every move I make, even if it's playing video games, will be attacking fat. As always, guys, take care, have fun. Appreciate you coming along this little dopey weight loss journey. Gotta lose 20 pounds by September. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, baby. I'm 205 now. I wanna get down to like 185. See you guys later.